They privatize it, we nationalize it. They deregulate it, we will regulate it.
Don't worry, I don't understand economics either. This time on the Mercer and Mogilevsky show. In the midst of polar bears and ice caps flowing through the great white north, Nici Ashton has risen from the ashes, and she is now running for NDP leadership position from our great Manitoba. Isn't it just like us Manitobans to raise a socialist? Now, Mercer. Now, Nici Ashton said some pretty ridiculous things the other day. Okay, and what do you have to think of? What do you think about these things that she was saying?
Well, one, it's pity that this is actually popular among a base of a political party, and two, does she really want to run Canada into the ground?
Yeah, exactly right. Yeah, well, it's hilarious. Like, it's ridiculous.
Like, economics doesn't work every way you want it. Everybody knows that things work better when the free market is allowed to flourish, and it's called. These people in the NDP would all claim to be anti-fascists.
Yeah,
I think that would be fair, and I am opposed to fascism as well. But do you know what fascism actually means? It's private ownership of businesses with complete government control. And so when you have nationalization of things or regulation of things and supply management cartels and labor unions that are heavily regulated by the government, you have fascism.
Yeah,
the
absolutely.
Technical definition of fascism.
Yeah.
And this is what this lady is promoting. Nici Ashton is not as much of a socialist as a fascist.
Yeah, oh, for sure. And, well, the interesting thing is, I don't know if she runs on, like, every other person's platform saying, we want to support small businesses because they're the heart of Canada. What she's putting forward destroys small businesses. It absolutely crushes them into the ground.
Regulations harm small businesses, they help big businesses, and nationalization of anything destroys both big and small businesses and helps combine two of the biggest bad things in the world, which is massive monopolistic businesses and massive monopolistic government, into one. And no, that is terrifying.
Well, see, the scariest word to a business owner is regulation. Imagine all the hoops they have to go through if we had an NDP government. It's crazy now, even with a liberal government in the state of Canada right now.
And some people don't understand how regulation helps big business. How it helps big business is the fact big businesses have a large amount of customers, so they can afford to lose some for a period of time. They've got a large amount of money also in the bank. So if the time comes where they have to, for a period of time, spend more money to deal with regulations or jump all the hoops, hire the lawyers, they can do those things and ride out the storm. Small businesses have tighter margins, less money in the bank. They can't do that. So it's more costly for the big businesses when there's more regulation. But what happens is it squishes the small businesses, and so all you're left with is the big businesses, the massive businesses, the Walmarts versus the mom and pop shops. And so the NDP understand that the big businesses aren't benefiting people. Big business is okay. I'm fine with that. But the NDP are opposed to it. And so the things she's saying are actually contradictory, but the people supporting her usually aren't smart enough to figure that out.
Well, yeah, that's true. I would definitely agree, but the fact is that this is still a major party in Canada, and people are still so uneducated about economics. Why do you think that is, and why are people so still set on the government doing everything for them? And not necessarily the government doing everything for them, but also keeping everyone in check to a certain degree.
A couple of things. People don't value freedom. People don't get economics, and then political parties confuse people.
Yeah.
Because political parties always present their candidate in the best possible light, and they always present the other candidates in the worst possible light, no matter what the truth is. And so everyone becomes confused, not knowing which party is actually correct. And then the third thing is also, the Conservatives and Liberals in Canada are pretty socialist as well, and so there's not actually that much differentiating them.
Very true.
The confusing political parties thing is from Oliver DeMille, credit where credit is due.
Absolutely. So it is interesting, though, because do you think if Nici Ashton actually gets to be the leader of the NDP, she will be the youngest leader of a major party in history, do you think she could actually lead a certain orange crush into the next election, or do you think it's just going to be, a whole bunch of dumb young kids that are...
I think she would outperform Tom O'Carroll. I don't know what her French is like. They need to make ground in Quebec for the Liberals to be taken down in a few notches, but I think she would. She seems like a somewhat charismatic figure. Her father is a former Manitoba cabinet minister, Steve Ashton, so she's got the political pedigree to do it. She's got experience. She's been in government in Parliament for 9 years, so she knows what she's doing.
Yeah, for sure.
I think if she can win this leadership race, I bet she could definitely raise the profile of the NDP. Not win. The NDP aren't going to win anything. Justin Trudeau is getting another term.
Yeah.
Even if, Mad Max could take him down a few notches, but
we'll see about that. Yeah, I socialism versus capitalism. We have to be careful, though, because that we're not advocating for crony capitalism as well. Mm-hmm. Something like
free enterprise is what we want.
Absolutely, yeah. We, this thing against big business. Socialism promotes big business, as you said, and we're not.
Free enterprise makes it so that big businesses don't have advantages over small businesses, so everybody's equal. Free enterprise is the actual system that actually promotes small businesses and doesn't promote big business. Socialism helps big business. People don't understand this.
Well, we'd like to know your thoughts about this. Do you think more regulation is better for society in general, Canada specifically, or do you think we should be more free? Do you think freedom actually increases our productivity, which is actually a fact? I don't need you can say yes or no on that, but we don't really
if you do in the comments, I will destroy you.
Okay, thanks for watching, guys. Be sure to leave this video a like if you liked it, and subscribe because we're putting out new videos.
And don't go join the NDP to vote for Nici Ashton, please.
No, please don't. Please, that would mess up our day. We would be mentally disturbed if you do that. Please don't. See you next time.